Alright, I've tried to film this like 3 times over the last half hour, but I keep coughing, so hopefully we'll make it through this time. Alright, anyways, I told some people I would make this video, updated with the situation. Obviously, you can see I'm back home now, feeling a bit better as far as the cold goes. But, basically, to give you an idea of what was going on, is I got a cold, and it got progressively worse. And my legs started feeling heavy, and my legs started feeling weak. Um, you ever have one of those little stand-up guys on a base where you press in the bottom of it, and the spring and the leg, and it all gets like falls down all the joints and stuff? That's how my legs kind of felt. So obviously, I went to the doctor and got sent up to the emergency room, and within like an hour they sent me off to Appleton, which was like an hour away from around where I went to the doctor. And we did CT scan, lumbar puncture, a 2 hour MRI. That was fantastic. I was so sore after that. But one of the main things they were looking at is they thought maybe it was I'm probably saying this wrong, but Guillain-Barré syndrome. But the lumbar puncture did not show any of the virus for that, and the MRI did not light up in the region the way that it would have if it would have been that. So we were able to rule that out. And we had some other stuff like ALS. We're looking at multiple sclerosis. What else we had? I mean, there could have even been they thought maybe at one point it might have been a stroke or whatnot. But my family does have a history of muscular dystrophy, and specifically myotonic dystrophy, which attacks around the neck, forearms, and the lower legs. And what it does is basically the muscles contract, but then you can't release them. So pick your leg up now that's contracting your calf and try to put it down without releasing that. And it gives you kind of a feeling of what was happening because you're trying to straighten your leg, but it just doesn't want to do it. And also, like, you try to grip something and then you can't let go of it, which does happen to me every now and then. But it can also affect your swallowing, and it also can affect your diaphragm with your breathing. So when you hit a cold, it's harder to get the stuff out. So the disease itself is not fatal, but the ramifications of having it can make you susceptible to a lot more things. Now, mind you, I have not been diagnosed with it officially yet. It's a simple blood test, maybe a biopsy, and it would be in the chromosome 3. I was tested as a child, like in the 80s, and my test came back fine. So it may or may not be that. But back then they also didn't know that there were two types of myotonic dystrophy. One attacking chromosome 13 and the other one chromosome 3. I think it's 13 and 3. Anyways, one is late onset, one is early onset, and the earlier one is much more aggressive than the later one, which is the one that my family had. So it's possible. Some of the research that I looked at, I'm going to be talking about the dystrophy right now because a lot of the other things that have been ruled out or pretty much ruled out. So I was tested when I was a child, didn't have it. We've learned more about the disease, so I'm gonna have to get retested, and it may be that. Um, what does that mean for me? Well, that means I might not be able to do my job anymore, which is picking up heavy stuff and putting it down and packaging and stuff. This is the internet. I'm not telling you where I work because I know how the internet works. But if you work with me, you know who I am. Hey, this is what's going on. So I might not be able to go back to work if I can't walk properly. There's really no job in the facility that I can do where, you know, it just rules out. So I had to start thinking about if this is going to be a long-term disability for me, what am I going to do? Because I can't just do nothing. I would rather work. That's all there is to it. So I don't know. I've already been starting to think about it, whether I want to do artwork, maybe sell artwork somehow. I don't know if my work would be good enough for anyone, but that might be a venue that I could go down. We'll see. But mostly I just wanted to bring anyone that gives a darn, bring them up to speed. So this will probably be the last time that I talk about this here unless I get an update on diagnosis and what I learned. So, but I thought, might as well make it a 3-part series, right? Not that I really wanted to, but here it is. Oh, and one other thing, I do have to reassess my gym life. I'm not sure what that's going to look like. But we're definitely going to keep going on that in some form or another. Maybe I'll update on how that looks. If I have a long-term problem, how that looks and being successful there. So, if my speech isn't very clear today, sorry, I'm still stuffed up. My chest is really heavy. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. I don't know everything about nothing, so. Alright, well, thanks for your time. Also, if you want, you can, hit the subscribe, like, all that fun stuff. I don't know, hang around. We'll find other stuff to do. Also, one last thing. I know you're all gone already. Everybody's already left. That other video is going to be coming out soon. I have another sick person in the house. He's doing much better than I am. That other video that we were working on, editors got it already, almost ready. So, didn't quite make it in this month or last month, but we'll get it in hopefully within the week. Alright, anyways, thanks for letting me waste your time. Talk to you later, I guess. Alright, bye.